Hello and welcome to today's video. If you have never seen me before, my name is Peter Onima and I am currently attending, if you can tell by the sweatshirt, USC. Fight on. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you like my first 2-ish weeks and like all the events and stuff that I went to and just explaining a little bit and stuff like that. So yeah, the first thing that happened was that us actually like traveling to get here, and that went pretty well. So after that long drive and then stopping in Arizona to rest a little bit and then to keep on driving, then here is me. This is the day before move-in and then that's the night before move-in. So I was going to be staying in McCarthy's Honors College, which is in the Village. So I was really excited about that because I've seen like videos and things like that. I'm like, oh, how nice the Village is and stuff like that. So I was really excited for that. And then here's some clips of us driving up into the school. And here's the little McCarthy table. So that was really nice and really interesting. And they were playing some pretty good music. It was kind of a vibe. And then after that, I got to go see my room. I get to my door. Why did they do me like that? Like, why did they pick that picture for me? Like, that's kind of messed up. But the room was pretty nice. Room tour coming soon, possibly. Some of the stuff that I'm showing off here right now is some of the merch they were like handing out from the table. I finally got to try. I finally, for the first time, got to try, and I was so excited. Dulce, and that was probably like my most like thing that I wanted to try, like the very first thing I wanted to try as soon as I got here. Yeah, here are some clips of me like inside and then like looking around at some of the things. Me and my brothers, we ordered 2 of their like strawberry donuts and then 1 like fresh mango donut and then a blueberry matcha, because this one girl came up to us, recommended us to try the blueberry matcha and the normal matcha and a mocha. Six out of 10 because of a few things. One, the price was really good. So that the price gets like a 9 out of 10 because we were able to get 3 donuts and 2 drinks for like $28 with tip. Like, that's pretty good. And they looked really good. So presentation also, that presentation was a 10 out of 10, but flavor, it was just not it. Like, sure, the blueberry matcha was like probably like the best matcha I've like ever tried. I don't usually like get matcha like that, but it was still a pretty good matcha, but it was just really sweet. So that's probably the only reason why I liked it. But when I got the mocha, it was so bad. Like, I've had a lot of mochas and it was just so bitter. It was just not it. So that's why it gets a 6 out of 10. So that was kind of disappointing. And then the donut flavors were very like bland, but they looked really nice. So like for pictures, yeah, they were good. They were good for pictures, but for the actual like eating of it, it wasn't that good. But within the next couple of days, I had the McCarthy's Honors Retreat, which is basically, since I'm housed in McCarthy, they do an annual retreat each year. And this year they did it at the Dodger Stadium. So that was pretty fun. There was like tables like on the outside of the stadium, and then we played games and stuff like that, and that was pretty fun. And like group building activities, kind of like fun icebreakers sort of. And then we got a tour of like the stadium and got to see like the back rooms and all the trophies and the jerseys and stuff like that. So that was also pretty cool. And yeah, that was pretty much the end of the retreat. So next up on the events, it was convocation, which is kind of like a reverse graduation where they introduce you to the school. So we got to like get the regalia, put that on, and then we got to sit with our college. And then as they called each college, we like all like stood up and everybody cheered and stuff like that. The president spoke, and then a USC student performed a song. And that was pretty cool. And yeah, that was convocation. Next up, it was the start of like the College Bowl, which is basically we were like all like the freshman housings like compete against each other to win points to win like a food truck at the end of the year or something like that. And so this was like the first ever event. So we all wore our McCarthy shirts, and like each other residential college wore their shirts too. And then we all like did like these challenges and competed against each other. And then I was really surprised by this, but one of the events, it was like a back to school concert and there was a couple artists performing and JID actually performed. And so here are some clips of that.
I say it's stop, that means it's stop. What? Live in the wreck, live in the flesh, I'm in the fence. Fuck it back off of the porch and break up. Keep this scrap if you're happy to blow it, makes up.
And then a couple days later, Prime actually hosted like an exclusive showing of this show that came out on September 1st called The Runarounds. And USC students got to go to this like exclusive premiere of seeing the pilot first. And that was really cool. And then there was also a Q&A with the main cast members. That was also like really cool to see like the people in the show like actually like right in front of you, and like that was just really cool. And seeing the director too, the show was pretty good and the music really good, and you could really tell compared to like some other like music shows that these people like actually like knew what they were doing and like knew how to perform and like how to play these instruments, because whenever they play like their band scenes and stuff like that, it just sounds really good. After that like amazing premiere and the experience, I was like still like the night's not over yet, so I TikToked it up. And then it was game day, and when I tell you the people, there were so many people here, and they were like, they love football. I'll just say that, they just love football. But then I went around to like the tailgating and stuff like that. People were like grilling, barbecuing, selling a bunch of different stuff and things like that, and that was pretty cool to see. And so that brings today's video to an end. There were a few other smaller events of me like with the econ students and me with like some more members of my college and some more like icebreaker activities and things like that. But yeah, that was pretty much like the biggest events from those first like 2 weeks here. So yeah, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe.